Mamas, this core workout is for you. This workout will strengthen and tone your abs, especially for my C-section mamas looking to lose that C-section shelf or pooch. This postpartum workout is advanced and is designed for toning and sculpting your abs. All you need is a mat or a soft surface. Welcome mamas, today's workout is 10 exercises, 50 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds rest. Work at your own pace. Let's get started. So, I want you to place your hands underneath the small curve of your low back so fingertips are touching. And then bring your knees up, feet down. We're gonna begin by pressing our lower back down into our hands, pulling our belly in toward our spine, and then lifting feet up and knees over the hips. Lower them back down, lightly tap those toes, and repeat. Up and down. As you're doing this, you want to press your lower back into your fingertips. Keep your belly button pulled in toward your spine so you've got a little bit of pressure or a lot of pressure in your lower abs. It should kind of feel like this tightness here. That's what you want as you're performing this movement. Almost there. And rest. Okay, next up, we're gonna start with the legs, knees up over the hips. We're gonna extend and lower one leg at a time toward the floor, like this. Extend, bring it back up. The opposite knee is just staying up over the hip. You can go as low as you want to with the leg, or you can stay a little bit higher. You can kick it out here. The goal is to keep that lower back pressing down and toward your fingertips, so that way we're engaging that transverse abdominis, your inner abdominal wall. Good, if you're feeling good, you can start to go lower toward the floor. And rest. Next up, we're gonna do both legs for a double leg extension. Again, make sure that belly's braced, lower back's pressing toward the spine, belly pulled in, extend the legs out. We're gonna start higher, about 45 degrees and in. And that's gonna be the easiest option here at 45 degrees. You just wanna make sure you've got that good foundation. Your back, again, it's firmly against your fingertips as best as you can. And if you're feeling strong, you can start to extend the legs out a little further. But again, this one's gonna be challenging. And if you need to rest a little bit more, if you're starting to feel that on the tops of your legs, you can just bring your knees closer toward your chest. And as you get stronger, again, like I said, you can work those legs a little lower. But no matter where you're at in your postpartum ab rehab, this is gonna burn those lower abs. Rest. Okay, next up we've got a side plank with a hip dip. So you're gonna bring your elbow under your shoulder, extend your legs, and lift the hips up, and then lightly tap. So your elbow's at 90 degrees, that top hand is on your hip. You're lifting through the underside of your waist here. So I want you to feel this right here. The underside of your waist, your obliques, your TVA, you're pulling that belly in toward your spine. Inhale, exhale. You'll feel it in your arm a little bit, but if you're feeling it primarily in your shoulder, I want you to try to engage that core more. Lift through the underside of your waist, and you can always do the modified variation in my beginner postpartum ab workout. Other side. Good, see how I'm releasing here, inhaling. Exhaling, I'm really tightening my core, pulling my belly button in toward my spine, so I'm engaging that inner abdominal wall. And again, my shoulder stays over my elbow, 90-degree angle here. Wait, everything's in alignment. Everything's working together. Rest. We're gonna flip over onto our stomach for a back extension. Point your toes, legs are gonna stay on the floor, arms reach overhead, and we're gonna pull those elbows back, lifting the chest. Elbows pull toward your ribs, and release all the way down. So legs stay down, squeeze your butt, lift that chest off the floor. Now when you're lifting your chest, I want you to continue looking down. Don't lift your head, don't lift your neck, don't look up. That's gonna keep your spine, your neck in alignment. We don't want to tense up those neck muscles. We're just trying to pull back, engage the back body here. As high off the ground as you can get without those legs, without that belly button lifting. All right, let's flip over into a glute bridge pulse. So you're gonna bring your feet down, heels close to your butt, knees up, hands by your side. We're gonna lift the hips up, squeezing those glutes, and then drop 1 inch. Lift 1 inch, pull that belly in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So you're inhaling on the drop, filling that belly up, exhaling, squeezing your butt. We're keeping that range small in order to keep that tension in the glutes. And it's not about how high you can lift your hips necessarily. It's about engaging through that back body, your posterior chain. And that's the foundation for a strong core and a strong back. And toned glutes, of course. Now we're gonna move into a single leg glute bridge. So you're gonna keep one heel down, lift one leg up, knee over your hip about 90 degrees. We're gonna lift the hips up and release. Inhale, exhale, pull that belly button in. And again, you're driving through your heel on the floor, squeezing your glutes. When you're dropping your hips, it should be a really light tap on the floor. We don't want to come down super heavy. We want to keep that tension in the glutes and core. Release. We're going to move to the other side now, same thing. Knee over hip, 90 degrees, heel down. And let's go. Again, squeezing that glute. Deep breath in. Exhale, tighten up your abs. Really light touch of the hips to the floor. And you can take this as slow or as fast as you want to, but it's more about control than speed here. Our last exercise, flip over onto your stomach. We're going into a glute ham lift, knees wide, heels together. Rest your head on your hands and keep that upper body still. We're gonna lift the knees up, drive the heels to the ceiling, and release. So keep those feet flexed, drive heels up, release. So the goal here is to keep your upper body nice and still as you lift the knees. You're not gonna get very high off the ground, especially not at first, but just do your best to lift those knees and squeeze your butt. And that's really gonna help strengthen and tone that back body and rebuild a strong, sculpted core. And you can look down here if you'd like. And there you have it, our 10-minute advanced postpartum ab circuit. That workout is gentle enough to where it can be done every single day if you'd like, and honestly, I'd recommend it daily, weekly, monthly for a few months so you can really reap the benefits of a strong, toned, and sculpted postpartum core, especially for my C-section mamas. Getting rid of that C-section shelf or pooch is very difficult, but this will help. Stay with it and let me know what you think.